What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? I know y'all like, damn, girl, what a review at? Okay, listen. First of all, I get off work at 8 o'clock. I was just off those days that I did it the first 2 times on time. But y'all gonna get a little bit later. Y'all should know this by now. Tuesdays, I get off at 8. So I watched the show. This is what I do. I watch the show doing work so that it can get a view, so it can get some streams or whatever, some ratings and all that stuff. And so I can live tweet because around that time I ain't really doing nothing. And then I come home and I rewatch it so I can catch some stuff, whatever. So that's what happened. And then I had to get some other stuff done. But hey, it is what it is. We are back again for another episode review of Kings of Napa. Baby, how many more goddamn secrets is gonna come out of this family, okay? By the time the season is over with, it's gonna be a book of family secrets just gonna spill the fuck out. Okay, I'm here for all of it. Don't get me wrong, I'm here for all of it. But each day, each freaking week, I've been gagged each week. Okay, listen. We'll get there. We'll get there. But this is season 1, episode 3. You know what port got to do with it. So we start the episode off with Miss August. Okay, Miss August is out here trapping people and lying to people just to get them to come back and work on the vineyard. Okay, because listen, can't nobody do it like Bridget. You burnt that bridge with Bridget because you went on ahead and it was her decision to not ask the mama, could Bridget come back? Now, I kind of missed that in last week's episode, but when I rewatched it earlier today, I was like, oh, yeah, bitch, it was your decision. So that's why Bridget really pissed off, okay? And so if I was Bridget, you know, you got August trying to call her up, trying to see what's good. Hey, sis, don't sis me, okay? We cousins by blood default, bitch, at this point, because that's how you want to treat me, all right? You want to treat me like that, and you don't want me to come up into the family business no more, okay, because of your mama's feelings or whatever, but bitch, you ain't even ask her, and so you want to call me up and be like, hey, girl, you know, we can be cool again. No, we can't. Bridget, if I was you, I would have blocked the bitch, okay? I would have blocked her. You know, soon as you block me out your life, out of my job, y'all playing with my livelihood, okay? Block. Don't try to come through, you know? So she had to call her other friend, Grace, who was another, you know, vineyard specialist or whatever, you know, wine specialist. I don't know. She played with the grapes, okay? And she got her there on false pretense, basically saying, oh, girl, you found my ring. She was like, not necessarily, but I got this. I said, girl, did you just give her a cubic zirconia? Because mama said that's fool's gold, okay? Meaning that shit's fake, okay? Like, bitch, what is going on, okay? You did all this to get me to come back, and I already told you I don't want to come back, and I don't want to do, you know, the winery and all that stuff. I don't want to do that no more, okay? It's not with my Chandra. It's not with my chakras. It's not with my Shindo, okay? August was like, listen, you come, you get to do what you need to do. We're going to have your space set up. You're going to have your crystals. You're going to have this. You're going to have that. Basically giving her free range, okay? And I said, now how this going to work? When you got Dana ass just shutting down everything. Listen, let me just tell you this. Dana is a piece of motherfucking work, okay? A piece of work. And I just don't understand how can you be so rude, so blunt, and just an all-around asshole. But on some parts, he's likable, okay? Like, I'm sitting here like, Dana, you really want to be the villain? You really want to be the villain? No. Meanwhile, you know, they meeting up with Grace because she finally said, okay, they looking around the vineyard. And, you know, Grace keep on asking for all this type of money for stuff. Now, on this hand, I was with Dana, okay? Like, bitch, you texting me while I'm walking around with you. Oh, excuse me. While I'm walking around with you to see what's going on, okay, and to get my sister's opinion about stuff or whatever, and the reason why she hired your ass, and then you send me a text talking about something you need this, and then later on in the episode, you send another another text talking about something you need $5,000. Girl, what? You need $5,000 for what, bitch? I'm sorry to say that, but you need $5,000 for what? Now, see, I was with Dana because, listen, I get where Dana is coming from. Bitch, let me just tell y'all something. I just did my taxes and wow, okay? Wow. I thought I was out of shit and now I'm back in it because taxes, bitch. I'm just sitting here like, wow, all right. You know, so I'm listening to Dana like, Dana, I understand. We got to pinch these coins plus make it good. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to do too much. We ain't trying to go bankrupt. We ain't trying to do all of that. Meanwhile, you know, Dana's was supposed to be putting August in touch with this private investigator named Quincy, right? I guess he was his frat brother or whatever. And so Quincy's supposed to come in. Quincy and that damn yo-yo. Down with my yo-yo. I said, this man is twirling the yo-yo. Now, let me tell you something. Yo-yos used to be fun back in the day. I used to do that thing. Let me stop. Childhood memory just unlocked. But anyway, so he's supposed to be doing that. And he was like, we got to get a list of the family, your daddy's enemies and all this stuff. I was like, my daddy ain't had no enemies. It was like, everybody got enemies. Everybody got at least 3 enemies, okay? And that's what he wound up finding, all right? Meanwhile, you got August out there playing yoga with her good girlfriend, Maddie, okay? Since Bridget ain't there no more, she can't kick it with Bridget because Bridget said deuces because you threw her out in the cold, you know what I'm saying? And so, therefore, Miss Maddie was out there. Calvin come up there, or I should say Kelvin, all right? Kelvin come up there. He's a little perturbed, but he's also cool to see her, because he want to get that old thing back. But he like, first of all, let's do some little business. Now, we was in negotiation with Melanie and your mama, and we came up with this whole plan, right? You know, we had a little system going, okay? But now y'all done backtrack and mess the whole thing up with whatever the hell it is that y'all doing with Bridget being gone and, you know, all of this stuff. She was like, I know we got to work on it. I'm sorry or whatever. And he was like, you know, you got to let a brother know, okay? You can't. You putting my reputation on the line, all right? And I was like, I understand that. I understand that, Kelvin. I'll be pissed too. But see, Kelvin is blinded by the beauty, all right? Kelvin is blinded by, oh, bitch, I want that old thing back. And I said, August, don't do that. Don't go back. He cute or whatever, but don't go back, okay? You know, I don't know how I feel about Kelvin. Kelvin gives me, I'm going to be cool on the outside, but maybe I got some little sneaky shit up my sleeve. I don't know why I always get that feeling about just about everybody. Everybody just can't be nice and can't be a cool person. It's always got to be something deep and going on, okay? So, of course, they're going to go out to a little lunch or dinner or whatever. And I said, August, why do you go back to familiar? Everybody always go back to familiar, even though familiar broke your heart before. So you're just going to go back so it can happen again. But anyway, you see Vanessa, Queen Vanessa, okay? Let me tell you something, Vanessa. You's a bitch. I'm sorry. You's a bitch for what you doing to Bridget, but you not a bitch for what you doing to your sister and trying to find out the truth. I am on your side with that, okay? Because Mama was trying to break into her husband's computer to get some, you know, some tea. What the fuck else was going on with him and my sister, okay? What's the damn password? Damn it. I said, girl, use a birthday. Use one of y'all kids' birthday, okay? Use one of his, you know, dates or whatever. It's always one of those combinations or whatever. So she calling the kids or whatever, and they not there. I did like the little conversation that she did have with Christian, because like I said, Christian at this point, he's trying to find his footing, but in the past, wait a minute, in these last 3 episodes, he's just been like the little brother that's there just to be there, okay? He's there just to be there. I already reviewed it. What you talking about? You know, he's there just to reap the benefits. But I feel as though, you know, now that the father has passed away, he wants to show what he's capable of. And we find out as well, you know, he was checking in on the mom because mama drinking all the wine and stuff, telling her, baby, you need to slow down, okay? We don't want you to turn into an alcoholic, you know, that's not befitting. But, you know, he got bipolar. He has bipolar, you know, and I was like, oh, you know, and I feel like they're going to play about some things with mental health issues, because in the last episode, you know, Melanie was talking about how, you know, depression runs in the family or whatever. So this is what's going to happen with Bridget. This is probably going to put her in a depression, not being able to work, whatever. And I was like, oh, so y'all making mental health awareness. I like that. You know, I'm really concerned about what Christian is really going to give, because he has not really been given anything but nice clothes and a cute face and nice locks. That's it. Okay, I'm really concerned. Meanwhile, speaking of Bridget was up there at the winery. You know, she looking at some stuff. She talking to an employee. You know, And we found out it's been a month. It's been a month since Bridget been up there. But she bumps into Rose, okay? Now, let me tell you something. This goes to show that you should not judge a book by its cover, okay? Because listen, I pegged Rose all the way fucking wrong. I said that bitch would do. I'm sorry, why do I keep on saying that? I said that lady would do. I said that beautiful black woman would do anything that her husband says. She would be on his side, okay? She is his cheerleader. But in this episode, not so much. And I was like, oh, Rose, okay, I'm going to give you a little slack, okay? I'm going to give you a little slack. Meanwhile, she talking to Bridget. She was like, hey, Bridget. And I was like, oh, what's going on? And she was like, hey, girl. She said, how you been? She was like, listen, I know everything been fucked up. But you and August, y'all'll be cool, okay? Y'all'll be okay. You'll bounce back. Just give it a little bit of time. August did what she did to save her butt, okay? She wants to be in control. She wants this leadership position. But eventually, y'all'll get back around to each other, okay? I was like, that's cute. That's cute. They was holding hands and, shook and whatever. And she was like, when Rose was about to leave, Bridget turned around and said, you want to hang out? Come up for a drink sometime. She was like, cool. And at first I was like, Rose, she was giving all teeth or whatever, smiling and shit. That polite smile that you want to do in front of a person's face to make it seem like, yeah, I'm here with you. But then you like, I'm really not. That fake ass smile. That's what I thought it was until I saw it the second time. And then Rose turned around and she was like, I said, excuse me, what was that? Now, I ain't think nothing of it. I said, were you being fake or was that something else? So keep that in mind. Meanwhile, you got Yvette talking to Quincy, okay, and telling all the tea about the daddy, people that probably got some issues with him. Quincy do find out that he has 3 people that could be potentially the persons that is blackmailing the family, okay? It could be this man named Larry who was part of this Ponzi scheme that the daddy found out about and put on blast. It could be Otis, the guy who works the Vineyard, the head Vineyard that cussed out, or I should say made Christian feel bad, okay? And it could also be the family of this patient who died of natural causes, naturally, and they wanted to sue the family and whatever and all this stuff, and it didn't rule in their favor, okay? Because it was a natural death. It happened. It wasn't his fault, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't negligence or anything like that. So those are the 3 people. Mind you, I noticed my eye notices my girl stuff all the time, okay? And speaking of, let me put a pause to the cause because Ivy Park, I guess Ivy Park Valentine's finna come out. And girl, I seen a couple of shoes. The only one that I'm liking right about now is them pink Ultra Boosts. And baby girl, what's with them pointy shits? Okay, scrap that shit off the menu, all right? But let's get back to this because like I said, I noticed my girl stuff all the damn time. And Miss August was up in Ivy Park. Okay, I said, look at Ivy Park. Y'all know I noticed it all the time. Bitch, I'm such a groupie. God damn. I need some. I don't know if I like that. But Ashley notices the shit. Okay? Meanwhile, Dana and August still going back and forth about this wine stuff, okay? This dessert wine. August want her stuff. He want his stuff. He done brought somebody else in there. Grace is pissed off about it because she feel like, oh, so you firing me. He's trying to replace me. And he like, bitch, you cost too much. I'm with Dana on this. I want to go with, if I can get quality for a lesser cost, we can do that. But sometimes you do have to spend sometimes to get some good things, but just because it's expensive doesn't mean that it's great, and I'm just looking like, now we want August to win, we want her to come through, but do Miss Crystal really need all of the stuff that she's asking for? I'm like, I need to go punch some money, some numbers myself, okay? And I want August to go back and do that too, because Dana is very self-serving. He's very self-serving. He's very selfish. He's very narcissistic at this point, but on the one hand, like when it comes to that money issue, why are you still asking for so much, okay? If you're so great, you can do what you need to do with the resources that you got, all right? So at this point, they're about to have a little competition. It's going to be Dana versus August. So now they going around and they telling everybody, trying to get everybody on their side or whatever. Oh, vote for me, kind of convinced and all this stuff. Now, when Dana was talking to his wife, right, he basically said, where's my rah-rah girl? Okay, because she was like, I mean, I understand that you want to put this out here, but what make it unique to you? What is your presentation? Why are you doing this or whatever? And he was basically like, because it's my shit. That's basically what it is. And whatever I want, you should want too. Okay, so like, why are you questioning me? That's how it came off. And I was just like, now, Dana, I don't like that because it felt really sexist. Okay, it felt a little sexist. Like, she's supposed to, and when I say sexist, I mean like she's not supposed to have her own thoughts. She's supposed to automatically just agree with what you do. And I just didn't like that, little Dana. Ooh, I didn't like that, Dana. Okay, Dana, that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Rose standing there like this. I said, oh, Boo, what's going on? Trouble in paradise? Aw, Meanwhile, Vanessa. Vanessa went over there to Melody house, okay? She is over there bamming on the door. Melanie, open up this door. Tell me what you did with my husband. I said, Vanessa, I don't care. Listen, I'm pretty sure, Melanie, that looked like a nice little neighborhood that she live in, and I'm pretty sure she got white neighbors there, okay? You can't be coming there acting a fool like that because they will call the cops. And sure enough, I look up, and it is a white woman, in the street looking like this. I said, girl, that means you came out your house, walked down your driveway, walked down a few feet out into the street to look over here. I said, oh, you nosy. Granted, I probably would have been looking out the window too, but I ain't like the way that lady was standing up in the street just looking at her. I said, what's the problem, ma'am? Mind your business, okay? That's what me and Vanessa told her. Mind your business, bitch. Go back home, okay? This ain't got nothing to do with you. Meanwhile, Vanessa couldn't get up in the house, but Vanessa wound up getting in the house through the window because wasn't nobody there. She going through her stuff. She found her computer, and the password was a birthday, okay? And so she opened it up, and it just so happened to go to some file that had this one particular picture that we only saw of Melanie, Reggie, and little Bridget on the beach. She said, Reggie, you said you didn't even like the fucking sand, and y'all on the beach? What the fuck else? I said, damn, Vanessa, it's just like pile up after pile up after pile up on your ass. Okay, you just finding out new shit every day. Your nigga told you that he ain't like the beach. He up here on the beach with his other kid. Ain't that some shit? I said, wow, Reggie, what else? Okay, so at this point, she had a door opening and whatever, and then she go run into the closet. It's Melanie and Yvette, okay? They up in there kicking, and I said, girl, Yvette, when Vanessa found out that you kick in with her, and it's not even just that, it's the fact that she with her, okay? And I feel as though Vanessa wants everybody to be not talking to Melanie at this point, okay? If you're cool with her in any type of way, you can't be fucking with me, all right? And that's not fair. But see, in this case, it's a little different because shit goes a little bit deeper. Because I was about to say, now, Vanessa, don't get mad because she's still cool. Just because you got an issue with the bitch don't mean that I got to have an issue with her. That's how I look at it. But when she was up in that thing, she was like, listening, and Yvette and her was up there talking about yeah, I wish he was still here. Sometimes I think like, man, maybe I should never fucked around with Reggie. And it was like, yeah, but then again, if I didn't, I wouldn't have Bridget, okay? But you know what? If Reggie was still here, he know how to be the head of the family or whatever. He know how to take care of the household and pull the reins in and all this stuff. And then here come Yvette talking about yeah, when y'all got together, you was all up in my house and Bridget probably was conceived in my house. I said, wait the fuck? And then Melanie was like, oh, bitch, and it was good. And she was like, yeah, y'all so nasty. I said, So basically what we got out of that conversation is that Yvette knew about the whole thing. Yvette knew about the whole thing and participated in it. I said, Yvette, you wrong as shit. She said, listen, it was some days I felt so bad looking at Vanessa and not being able to tell her what was going on. But hey, shit is what it is. I said, I said, that is fucked up. Really. Meanwhile, Miss Vanessa, she called Yvette over there. Yvette sat down. Yvette sat down and she started talking and she was like, girl, you want to talk about how you a fucking liar? She said, let me get my ass up, okay? This is a conversation that I don't think I need to be in here for. I think you got the wrong one, okay? She said, no, you sit your ass down, all right? Now, how come you up here talking about all this shit and you ain't even tell me about the fact that you knew about Melody and my husband? And she was like, girl, what are you talking about? I didn't know nothing. She said, bitch, I heard I was up in Melody's closet. She was like, oops. Oh. Well, in that case, she was like, no, ain't no in that case, bitch. Let me just tell you, you hear all that noise going on upstairs? She was like, yeah, what is that? That's the movers moving your shit out the house. I said, wait a minute. Vanessa finna be kicking everybody out. First Melody, then Bridget. Mind you, Bridget the only one that's innocent in all of this, okay? And now Yvette. I said, damn, Vanessa literally is on a warpath. But it's understandable, okay? It's understandable. Now, when they was up there trying to get people on their sides, Yvette was telling August, listen, you and Dana, y'all need to come back together, okay? Because y'all used to be on each other's team, and y'all need to come back together. You know what I'm saying? They find out that if it's a tie, the dad votes goes to Bridget. So now they got to run over there trying to convince Bridget who gonna get the vote or whatever. I said, Now see, August, you got a lot of nerves because I wouldn't even step foot over there, okay? I wouldn't even feel comfortable stepping foot over there after everything that just went down, you know? And, no, okay? Meanwhile, Rose came over there, okay? I was like, oh, this is cute. So you're about to substitute your friendship and familyship that you had with August with Rose. I said, I don't know how I feel about that, but let's continue. So they up there talking and talking, and we find out that, you know, Rose don't really, I guess the PR thing that she's been placed into, it's just more so out of convenience and, you know, what she, I guess people want from her. It's not really what she wanted to be, you know. She wanted to make her own decision. She wanted to be a writer. And then we find out that Mama is bisexual. I said, oh, now see, if I didn't like you, I kind of liked you now. Okay, now, girl, why didn't you leave with that? You know, we got to stick together. You bad bitch. I'm gay. What's good? Okay, we could be sisters. I said, you are really pretty. I said, how you doing, Rose? And then I'm looking at her and Bridget like they connecting. You know, Bridget talking about how, you know, the way that she got into the winery stuff and, you know, her paintings and all this and, you know, just going out for herself, okay? And standing up and standing her ground. And she's giving this encouragement to Rose. And I'm sitting here like, bitch, is there a connection? I said, if y'all gonna kiss, I said, is Rose gonna kiss? Bridget, you gonna sock it to the goddamn family by taking Dana woman? Bitch, if you do, I'll be here for it. If you do, I'll be here for it. I like to see it just like this. Now move that prop over so I can see this fully like this. Ooh, that is bogus now. See, we got enough of that. Okay, history can't repeat themselves, okay? On the one hand, I would love to see that, but after what happened with Melanie and Vanessa, I don't think so, okay? But if it happens, scandalous. But you know, that little pep talk was all that Rose really needed. Like, she felt heard, okay? She felt heard, like, you know, yeah, let me go follow my passion, okay? I said, girl, you should quit right then and there because obviously these people don't respect you enough, okay? Meanwhile, it comes down to the vote. Well, let me just, before we get to the vote, August and Calvin go on to their little date. You know, he still know a whole bunch of stuff about her. While they was out there on the date, you know, he even knew that she got to get back to the little voting thing or whatever. She gets a phone call from Mr. Extortion Man, okay? And he up there talking about some, oh, so you have time to be out there with your little boyfriend on a little date or whatever instead of getting my money together that's due in 2 weeks. I said, first of all, sir, it's 2 weeks, okay? What are you calling me for on when we got 2 more weeks, all right? Now, you called me 2 days before. That's what you called me for. Don't call me 2 weeks before. What type of shit is that, first of all? Second of all, where you at? Baby, at this point, I feel like the call is coming from inside the house. And if y'all ain't never seen that movie, what is it? It's a couple of movies that's damn near the same thing like that. Call is coming from inside the house, bitch. Who is it? Okay, because this person is on their ass. Everything that they do, he know what is going on. And that's even if it's a he. Okay, because the voice is disguised. I'm sitting here like, damn, bitch, who is this? Who is this? And what type of vendetta? Which family member is doing it? Bitch, what if it's Christian? I mean, he just there. I mean, it's kind of far-fetched. But at the same time, what is he bringing to this? What is he bringing to the family? Maybe he just ain't just a pretty face after all. I don't know. Kind of far-fetched even saying it. But then again, you just never know. Like I said, the call is coming from inside the house. All right. But at this moment, you know, August do talk to Otis at one point and found out that Otis and the father, he wasn't really stressed out about much. And they was like homeboys. They was like brothers. So she striked him off the list. And so they get to the little voting and everybody votes the way that they was going to vote. Vanessa, but before that, oh, I almost forgot a poignant part. Because, you know, when I said secrets get pulled out each episode. So the secret this episode, when Yvette was getting cussed out by Vanessa, she was like, listen, stop. You know I don't tell the big secrets. Remember, I never told that about the surgery. I never told about you getting cheated out that played and scammed out that timeshare. Okay? And I never said nothing about you wanting to abort Dana at first. Mind you, Dana was right there. And he said, bitch, what? You wanted to what? I said, you heard it. That's your mama for you. That is your mama for you, okay? Dana was hurt. He tried to act like he wanted. I mean, he was, you know he wanted to cry because, bitch, I would have wanted to cry, okay? And he ran away. Well, he ran away to his room, okay? And he was stuck up in his room. And Rose was like, what did you do? He's up there, okay? He said something about you wanted to abort him. What did you say? I said, girl, don't even trip because he about to play your ass in a minute, okay? He about to show his true colors about you in a minute. I did not like the way that went with my girl Rose. Y'all notice I said that's my girl now. Last week I said, bitch, I can't trust you. This week I said, listen, we family. All right. So at this point, you know, they doing the little wine on the voting or whatever. And the mama went to Dana. Of course, she's sucking up to Dana because of what happened. Bridget, of course, went to Dana because she being petty and pissed off at Bridget. Christian went to August. Yvette went to August. And so they needed to break the tie. Who else? Somebody else went to Dana. And then somebody else, it was Dana, okay? Dana won, all right? So we thought. But then the guy that works with them or whatever that told them about the tie breaking thing, they was like, somebody said, what about Rose? And I was like, well, Rose, automatically, I thought that she would automatically, you know, that's how he won because they thought the vote was going to automatically go to him. So they didn't even count her. And she was like, well, you know, Dana was like, just tell the baby that you're going to be here with me. Okay, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, I mean, you're my husband. I like fucking you occasionally, and, you know, you do what you do. But I told you, and I tried to tell you this earlier, but you didn't want to hear me, okay? I wanted to know what makes this shit unique or whatever, but you didn't want to hear me out. So, therefore, I got to let you know that, I mean, yours was good, but August was better. Okay, and this is what we're trying to get internationally. We're trying to get here and there and there. And this is going to help the bottom line and help the legacy. When she said legacy, baby, Dana damn near fell out. I said, what is happening? Girl, he went on a goddamn tirade and said, bitch, this what the fuck you do? Okay? This what the fuck you do? You supposed to be on my motherfucking side, all right? This is about family. This is about loyalty. And if it wasn't for me, bitch, you wouldn't be a goddamn king, okay? Your ass would still be up in that damn mall spraying that damn perfume. I said, excuse the fuck out of me, Dana. Listen. Dana, now I understand sometimes because we got a little bit of shortcomings that we were naturally born with. But you getting a little bit too big in your talk, okay? You getting a little bit, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful because Dana, I feel like because of his size, he feel like he has to do all of this. And I'm just like, you real comfortable that lady won't leave your ass. After you done cuss her out, I said, oh no, you done put her down as if she was gutter trash. Okay? And I'm sitting here, and you didn't just do it in private, you did it in front of everybody. I said, what the fuck? I said, Dana, you need your little ass whooped, okay? I'm sorry to say it like that, but you need your ass whooped, okay? You need the Napoleon complex whoop the fuck out your ass for doing that to that lady. That is a beautiful black woman, okay? A beautiful black woman that just made me love the British accent, and I really don't like it. And you made me love it, okay? And you gonna disrespect that lady like that? You gonna disrespect her like that? Girl, I said, Dana, last week she was just giving you head up in your office. And you gonna do this to her? Because she ain't have to do that. She ain't have to get down on her knees like that. And you just gonna disrespect the hell out of her like that in front of the family? You said, fuck the family. This is what I'm gonna say. I said, damn, Dana, what else do you be saying to her behind closed doors? Okay? I said, this is messed up. Meanwhile, after that, we found out that Quincy, he narrowed it down to 2 people, okay? To Otis and the family that had the wrongful death lawsuit or whatever. Truth be told, I don't think it's the Otis. I really feel like it's somebody inside the freaking house, okay? But, Yvette had to slum it up there with Melanie. She said, this subdivision, this subsidized housing is just not my tea. I said, what? Okay. Bridget went over there trying to get a job with this other competing winery, but since Dana was all up in his feelings, he talking to Quincy, and he told Quincy, give me everything that you can on my sister. Okay, because I'm going to take this bitch down. I said, see, I knew not to trust your ass. I knew you just so, boy, you want to be a man, but you acting like a boy. Okay, that's what you doing. And I don't like it, Dana. I don't like it, Dana. Like, when you stop fighting, I just want us all to be a family. Y'all know that's what Big Mama wanted. Okay, bitch, that's all that I wanted to say. Big Mama, Reggie, bitch, I ain't even gonna say Reggie, because Reggie, bitch, you caused all this shit, okay? But Big Mama wouldn't want this to happen. But anyway, that was Kings of Napa. You guys tell me how y'all felt about this episode, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.